I get the title. It's like yesterday because they're remembering their relationship like it was yesterday. But one party only remembers the good, and the other party remembers both the good and the bad, but just need a little help reminding of the good. So it's like a nice interaction and everything, but there's nothing like as far as like character arcs or anything like that. I mean, they're basically the same because it's like, oh, this really is just this one last night, or one night or whatever. And so it, story, audio. And there were times like the comedic relief or Sophia, like there were definitely times that the dialogue was great and the delivery was great, but then like something else would happen that it would just like bounce around and the beat would be off. And
I agree.
But I'll tell you what, the damn birds, man, in that date scene were driving me friggin' nuts.
It's funny. I remember the birds. I didn't write it down as part of my notes, but I did. I really did. I mean, I remember exactly the scene you're talking about. So, because that's part of one of the dialogue scenes for me too. That was kind of just. And I understand it's supposed to be this awkward type of thing, but their whole like approach of. Okay, my only thing is this. Okay, and I can't help it sometimes. When scenes don't make sense to me, I'm not trying to pick them apart, but there's like certain moments, right? So that whole thing is they both show up to a table in the middle of a park, right? Or where I think it was a park where they were at.
Yeah.
They just have a normal conversation, and then they both say, "Okay, well, it's good seeing you." And they stand there, and it's like, "Oh wait, we're both here for the same thing." Once again, I think there needed to be a little bit more like, hey, they pre-meet up and then they go to it, right? I'm just saying, like, add a little bit more dynamic to that scene for me. And then, so I just think it's like, I'm not trying to pick it apart, but same time, you met up where the date is supposed to be met up at with this
thing. There's different cuts you could make.
Yes, yeah.
A lot more. There definitely be like different perspectives to where you're like alluded to like, but we don't even know that he knows her. So to us, it's just like if you read the summary or the synopsis beforehand, you'd be like, oh, that's his old girlfriend. But if you didn't read it, if you just went into this movie, you'd be like, okay,
wait,
so now I get it. Yeah. So you guys are old flings or whatever.